Everybody, thank you so much for coming back to another video. I'm very excited about this one because I done it. I got my hands on a Calibarn. This baby right here, yeah, we're gonna customize it. Whoo, we're gonna do a lot of stuff to this. I'm gonna break limits that I've never done for myself, but for the most part, we're definitely gonna talk about this. We're gonna talk about just kind of what I plan to do. I've got some accessories. I'm only gonna add about 4 items to this to see if the color scheme and the single 4 items that I can add can truly transform the atmosphere that this Gundam just carries. Like, I want the presence of this Gundam to just be asserted and known, okay? The Calibarn was a powerhouse. Calibarn had 𝕬𝕦𝕒𝕟𝕜 and they achieved ultimate limits with permit score, and if you haven't seen the show by now, it's not my fault. But the Calibarn whooped the Aerial's ass for the most part. And so essentially, I love this kit. I love that it wasn't colored. I love that it was basic white. I love that they incorporated a little bit of gray into it. Not to mention the freaking awesome extending beam broom bazooka thing here. And I love it. I love a Gundam that gives me quantities. So what I'm gonna go ahead and do is break this apart, show you guys in depth what it looks like now, and then we're gonna do a comparison. You know, here's a little TikTok video that I made. Oh, that's nice. Oh, that's clean. Anyways, if you want to watch the rest of this TikTok, head on over to my TikTok, which I will definitely put the link in below. But for now, let's get into this further. So here it is. Here's the Calibarn in all of its basic glory. This definitely doesn't go on there, but I absolutely love it. It's a quantity and a quality kit. Damn good stability here. Really loving these Witch from Mercury kits, but I also like how it comes with like this smoky gray clear stuff. And also the chest is comprised of about 2 pieces here, so it definitely gives it a little space for some LEDs or just some really luminescent, not LEDs, like stickers. And so for the most part, I definitely love everything about this. So we're gonna be doing some scribing, we're gonna be doing some masking, and we're gonna be doing some cleaning up on this. Pretty much today's tools are gonna be. So having a look at my tools, we got the gun primer eraser tool. This is the extra large version. No, you don't always need this, but I just like to have mine handy because it comes in handy with certain parts. Then we have some 1000 grit level Tamiya sandpaper here. This is just a slice that I cut off from the actual palette. And this is my Amazon $12 scriber that comes with 2, 4, 6, and 1mm scribing tools. So this is just kind of what I use, rinky dink little tool. That's all you have the grit, so that way we can clean that up. And then we have 6mm masking tape. But for the most part, we have, let's start from all of the known colors. We have our Mr. Metallic, aka that Mr. Hoppy GX colors. We got red and GX purple. We have a basic Tamiya orange over here. Pretty much Hobby Lobby Gundam Red, aka electric paints, because I definitely love messing with these. And this is actually a pretty interesting one. It's called Born Paint, and I copped this one off of Mecha Warehouse, I'd say roughly about a year ago. I got 2 reds and one blue, hand in hand. And then last but not least, I'm very proud of these 2. Believe it or not, this is black and gray acrylic paint from Walmart, okay? Now hang in there with me, okay? I needed black paint one day and I made this on the fly, and well, it was so good I made a crap ton. Here you go. So yeah, that is my own gray. I'm actually gonna dub it a name right now, Calibarn Gray. So for the most part, this is all the paints and everything that I'm gonna be using. Once again, what do we got? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 paints being used, holy crap. So these 2 little green circles, of course, are the little circle that would come in the runner. So I just pretty much cut that off. I cut off the back ends of them, and I'm gonna sand them down so they can be a lot flatter. Now I have this from an old high grade, I think the GP01, but I have this because this is essentially gonna be a thruster. And we have a high grade, that's right, high grade clear Exia hand over here. So this is one that I've already painted. I'm gonna give it a touch up as far as the silver goes because I'm gonna have the hands be silver, but I wanted to add the clear because the clear looks really awesome because I'm gonna paint it red. So one hand is gonna stay, one hand is gonna be gray or black, and then one hand is gonna be like a clear red. And then as well, this is a beam that I do believe was bestowed upon me in a kit bash little jamboree, and essentially, I don't know what Gundam it comes from. This is the extras that I plan to use for my Calibarn. I lied to you. I have one more tool. There. All right, so here's the after process. I've got everything sand scribed, and all nubs are definitely gone on this kit. So I wanted to give a little insight of how do I figure out what I'm gonna do. Mentally, I just kind of prepare myself and I look at the Gundam after it's put back together. I leave all my stickers off because there's no point in it. And I just kind of figure out like, okay, that would look cool. I see I've got some room here. Now normally, past Fudo would just spray paint one thing, one whole color. So this right here would be, this one part would probably be whatever color I would paint it, and then I can't get it off, but then the shoulder piece itself would be like all red. Now what I'm gonna try to do this time is of course one color to the flattest part, and then I'm gonna use, that's where the masking tape is gonna come in, and we're gonna do our best to try to get everything we need to. So what I do is I start separating my parts, and I start going, okay, so I know, I'm gonna have this be that color, I'll take off certain armors and realize, okay, so this is going to be here, this is gonna be that color, and so on and so forth. It is a lot of work because I am about to put like maybe 2-3 yellow pieces in one box and then paint them all orange. But that's my process, and that's how I know I show straight dedication to those pieces. I let them dry and I let them just kind of chill off to the side. So from here, I've got all my paints figured out. I've got everything sorted. So what I'm gonna go ahead and do is kind of separate everything. I've got the majority of everything ready to be painted over there, but yeah, we're gonna go ahead and try to pull an all-nighter on this, and so that way tomorrow all I have to do is just mask and do the final touch-ups with the two paints that I set off to the side. so I just finished painting everything. Like the last bit of things are drying over there. So what I'm gonna do is put them over here now. After everything's dry, I'm gonna kind of sort it, go over with the panel lining, do my masking, and then I'm gonna even incorporate some of my markers into the play. I grabbed this pack, but really it's both packs. But yeah, we're gonna go ahead and do that, and then we're gonna put it together. I think I want to save the build, and I'm probably gonna go ahead and just build the base and focus with the base with the accessories that I have, and then we'll just kind of go from there. But for the most part, this project is a high grade, and holy crap, it's been very, very tedious. I started painting, it is 8 o'clock. I started painting at like 3 o'clock, maybe 2 o'clock in the afternoon. But that is also my bad, because I went through about 9 or 10 different kind of paints. Also, we ran into a hiccup where I ran out of silver paint, so I had to make shift and kind of do some color tones and make some more. And so I did. It worked out really well, and I think it also highlighted the metal red that I did over the Born paint. So yeah, we'll see how it looks. Time to do the decals. So I'm going through the whole manual, and I'm pretty much just starting over, going through, and now correctly applying the stickers. So yeah, so far I've pretty much done the eyes instead of the green ones, so I went ahead and went with the pink ones. So yeah, I'm just gonna kind of go through this, tackle a bunch of stuff, and then piece it all together. Guys, here it is. Here is my amazing Calibarn. Here's my custom paint job. I think I did an absolute awesome job. Definitely taking a look at this kit, you can definitely tell a lot of love was put into it. A lot of details were thought out in between my pauses with the videos, and just what I've done, how could I do differently, and just kind of bring up a different element to, you know, just to my Gunpla and everything. And I'm really happy with how it turned out. It's not even done, and it already looks pretty badass, especially with a little bit of customizations that I've done. For the most part, I'm actually pretty impressed at how kind of well this turned out. I didn't expect it to be, you know, I knew I was going to use multiple different colors of red, but I did not expect it to kind of like work out as well as it did, especially with the other colors that I was using. I am very, very happy with that, so that's pretty cool. All right, here are my Data Storm bit effect pieces that I went ahead and made. Again, I used clear flow plate, went ahead and cut them into lines, and what I actually just did was I ended up heating up the top tip of a flathead screwdriver, and I went ahead and poked it into there just a little bit, enough to make the correct, you know, needed incremented space, so that way I could just kind of go from there. It's not focusing, but yeah, as you guys can see, there's a little piece that pokes out. They're all kind of like that. The only ones that did give me hella issues is probably gonna what rifle wouldn't be complete without a beam rifle? So that's actually the end of it. I was gonna go ahead and go with the green bases, but I just kind of started looking at it again and figured out, you know, I don't think it's gonna work. And also there's some other Gundams I would actually rather use the green with. So I got what I needed from this kit. I got the rings, I've got that beam saber, and I've got the memories and the pride. So you're probably wondering, how did I make the Data Storm effects? How did I make these, right? And honestly, I want to share this secret with you, because this could actually save a lot of you making these Witch from Mercury kits, even the Darebold, even the Aerial Rebuild, the Lufritz, all of them, right? So we start off with some simple styrene that I actually got from one of my local hobby stores, except I got the clear version. So let me see if I can pull it out, because there's such thing as styrene plate that's white, and then there is styrene plates, Lord, stabby that's clear, right? As you guys saw, I started with that strip, but really what I did was I cut that strip, right? And then I cut many pieces from it. And all I did from there was I pretty much just spray painted it red, and you know, I use these next tools you're gonna see here. Alright, so it's not really the most ideal. I'm gonna have this handy torch, right? Now, this handy torch does have a safety lock, and it does have a couple of settings, so you don't have to be using a crazy extensive flame that comes out, but rather more of a immediate flame that comes out to just right here, enough to maybe melt a flathead or something of the sorts. And so what I would do from there is, here's some extra strips, right? So as you can see, there's no hole, right? Well, I would torch the screwdriver, and then I would just make a wide enough hole, just big enough for what would fit, because some of these bits have like an almost rectangular attachment piece, and yes, that is kind of dirty. I didn't use this one, so I didn't clean it up, but some of them use a almost rectangular piece, so you know, this kind of fits perfectly. But some of them also have a circular I want to say it's like a 2mm, maybe a 3mm peg. So you want to figure out how many of those you're gonna need, which is actually really just gonna be like 2. It's going to be for the side shields, this one and this one, because they're the only ones that have the little 3mm peg. So on them, all you can tell is the Witch from Mercury base definitely handles the rest. So you're going to want to get the Witch from Mercury base because it has many different attachments for many different bits and stuff. There's even extra pieces that are specifically for the Ferract, for the 𝕬𝕬𝕦, and for the 𝕬𝕬𝕦. So yeah, there's my trade secret. Now all of you know how to make the data bit storm. Now the best part is, what color are you gonna make with it? So thought I'd save that for last. And yeah, this stuff is super cheap. I think this one sheet cost about $6, but that was because, oh no, yeah, this is the clear. This is the clear model that I got from my hobby store. So if you're in San Antonio, hit up Dibble's Hobby Stores, or just go to evergreenscalemodels.com. Again, that is www.evergreenscalemodels.com. Pick yourself up some polystyrene and enjoy. And later. You guys, thank you for watching another one of my videos. Don't forget to like and subscribe. And yeah, man. I really appreciate y'all for the support, man. Y'all are badass. Go, go.